you have to think outside the box to create. No matter what it is you love, you've got to think about three things. One, what do people want? Two is how do you get it? Three is how do you avoid paying for it? Right? And if you can do those three things, then you're going to be very successful, right? So that whole relationship between builders and people, when I batted around in Europe and America doing this thing, and it was okay, but it was never that fulfilling. So the point I decided to come to Africa, and we opened our offices in Africa in the four corners of Africa. Johannesburg for the south, Lagos for the west, Nairobi for the east, and at the time it was going to be Cairo for the north. And then we started in Finland, and we filmed in 14 different cities in Africa. And then I realized that although Africa is, when you're in Europe or in America, people talk about Africa as a country, right? But I got into Africa and I realized, this is not a country, it's a collection of different countries and different cycles of development, different people, languages, cultures, traditions, regulations. I mean, it was crazy, it was tough to run the business, but I realized there's one problem that most of Africa had. And that problem was people just didn't feel secure. So if you get out of South Africa, you find that people just don't feel secure. There's not enough infrastructure, there's not enough genuine customer services in one place. So I thought to myself, you know what, why don't we look for a place and put everything in one place and make sure people come there, right? Because as I said, if you find a way of getting people, providing service that everybody wants, right? So that's why we bought this site. That's how it started. I came to Nigeria, we flew a helicopter, and we looked around, and I thought, what's that piece of land by the waterfront between the bustling business district of Victoria Island and this growing like a corridor? And there was nothing here, and I thought, what is it? It's crazy, why do they leave this place empty? Well, I found out this time last year.